Hey everyone, this video is going to be completely unscripted, full genuine me talking, because I think that's the only way I can actually make this type of video. No script, just me talking as me. And what I had to talk about is I love Screamtail. Okay, so like in this video, I'm just gonna be rambling on about some of my favorite Pokemon, which I guess that's the name of the channel, Rambles. So, and like I said, like there's no script to it because there's no way I can just like show my genuine love for these little creatures. And I mean, I started off with like talking about Screamtail, which I genuinely love, and I don't know why. It's just my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon, even though it's just Jigglypuff with a tail hair thing. He looks like Majin Buu. He's got those little fangs, make him look like a vampire. I just like it. I don't know why. I like it. I don't even like Jigglypuff that much. I don't even use Jigglypuff in Smash Bros, but I just love Screamtail for whatever reason. It is just captivating to me. I don't know why. I just love him. It's not because like Parasong team, like I made one, but like I didn't really use it because it got boring to use. But I just really like him. I like the guy, you know. Like I can't really explain it. Like I thought my favorite Pokemon Gen 9 was gonna be Tinkerton. Like it's just a gremlin. Like it's a little troublesome little gremlin guy with a hammer that just kills Corviknights, because I don't know. But like for whatever reason, like Screamtail just has me just trapped. Like I just like Screamtail for some reason, but like I like it, you know. Like you can't really control what your favorites are too much. Like my favorite Pokemon of all time is Greninja, which I know it's an overrated pick. It's the #1 favorite Pokemon. Like it gets a special form and starters don't from its respective games. Like I can understand why like it might not seem as great, but like I don't care. I love him. I love him since Froakie was revealed in Coral Co in like 2012, somewhere around there. And I just love the guy since. Like Frogdeer is probably not my favorite middle Evo, but like that didn't stop me. And well, I guess I just got lucky with a favorite. Like it turned out to be good. It got a special form. It was used in the anime. It's in Smash Bros. Like I got so lucky with a favorite there. Like I can understand the hate towards it, but like don't care. That's just my favorite. Love him. I just do. I also like Charizard. I wouldn't say he's my favorite, but I also have like phases of the Kanto starters. Like I've loved each Kanto starter in different phases. Like when I was a little kid, first got into Pokemon, my favorite Pokemon was Squirtle, and it just kept being Squirtle for a good while. Then like around X and Y, I first got into competitive Pokemon, and that's when like my love for Charmander and Charizard came to be, because I used Mega Charizard X on my competitive team, which, you know, like I realize now maybe it's not the best choice compared to like Charizard Y, but like I used him and he won a lot of my battles back in the day, like a lot. Like I still remember one battle. I wasn't necessarily in a competitive set. I was like in a group. Like it was a multi-battle. My opponents were too focused on my partner's Pokemon. They just ignored my Charizard, who's already Mega'd. I used Dragon Dance 3 times in that match, and then spammed Earthquake, and it took out both my opponent's Pokemon, all their Pokemon, mind you, and all my partner's Pokemon. So that was just a really funny memory. Like ever since, I really liked Charizard. But coming recently, like 4 years ago, I started really like Bulbasaur. Like I always liked Bulbasaur. Like I liked his little design. It was just appealing to me. Blue, just round bulb. I liked it. And I also really liked Ivysaur. You know, it was just Bulbasaur blossomed. And like Venusaur was always very cool to me too. Like I thought it was really cool in the YouTube movie as a kid. I also as a kid, for the longest time, I thought Venusaur was pronounced Venusaur. Like, you know, bulb, ivy, vine? Like, that's what I thought. Also, I was like 8. But then I realized I was wrong. And I'm like, oh, it's Venusaur. Okay, you know, I can get down with that. But I guess, like, most pronunciations we get from Pokemon from the anime, so... Who knows? Maybe it actually is a Venusaur. I've been right the whole time. Probably not. It's probably not. It's probably still Venusaur. I can't see it not be Venusaur. You know? Also, like, when it came to Bulbasaur, like, I come to learn that he is the easy option choice when it comes to Kanto. Like, Brock and Missy aside, like, he's gonna get 5 of the 8 gens in Kanto, and 2 of the Elite 4, and if you do pick Bulbasaur, your rival as the champion runs 3 flying types. And if you caught that Zapdos in the power plant or an Onix at Victory Road, you're taking out like 3 of those Pokemon, like, easy. Like, it's insane how good Bulbasaur is. You can really just run the entire game with 4 Pokemon. Venusaur, Lapras, Zapdos, and Onix. That's all you need. And that's just kind of crazy to me, because like 2 of them are just static. Like, Onix is by chance. But like, you can just run through the game with like minimal Pokemon with Bulbasaur. Also, like, I learned how to Toxic Stall, which is a lame strat, but I thought it was funny. But the Kanto starters are my favorite Kanto Pokemon. That would be Exeggutor. He's just a silly goofball guy, you know? Like, he's just silly, and I love Exeggutor. I definitely will say my liking towards Exeggutor came with the Alolan Exeggutor reveal and all the memes that came along with that. Like, they were just funny, and he's just long and goofy. Like, when Sun and Moon came out, I was kind of disappointed he was a late game encounter, but like, he was a static encounter, so like, ooh, yes please. And I just caught him and used him for the rest of the game. Like, I didn't have too much time with him compared to other team members I was running first time. But I still used them, and he was still silly. I also really liked the Kanto design too. Like, I always saw Exeggutor had a cool design, cool typing. I know his move pool was a bit something. Still, really just end up liking Exeggutor. Like, he's just a goofball. Like, in my Pokemon Go account, I have like too many Exeggutors. Is this useful to me? No, it is not useful at all. But it's just funny. It's so funny. I just find this funny. So I just have way more Exeggutors than like I need for no reason. Also, really on my Pokemon Go account, this is like a 2016 flex, but just all these Gyarados, just cuz, you know, like, fuck, why not? I just think it's hilarious, really. Another Pokemon that I just, like, really adore for, like, no reason other than, like, I just really like, well, actually, there is kind of a reason. Hariyama. Hariyama is my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon, which is kind of a wild statement, because Gen 3 has a lot of banger Pokemon, in my opinion. Like, so many of them are just so memorable, but I really just like Hariyama. You know how, like, when you're a kid, and, like, you only train up your starter? That was essentially my runs, too. So, when I run games where I was little, and I didn't really know what I was doing, it's usually just turned out to be, like, starter, legendary I caught, and, like, 4 other Pokemon I catch along the way because they're higher level than the Pokemon I have. I don't really know how to level, and like all that yet. So like I catch Hariyama at like Victory Road, and you know, he's easy to catch. Of course, I didn't know that he had a low, high, whichever one it is, catch rate as a kid, and you know, I just like threw a Pokeball because I didn't even damage Pokemon as a kid. I never did that. You know, I probably should have in retrospect, but I just never damaged them. I just threw Pokeballs to hope for the best. And I did that with Hariyama. It was so easy to catch, and he carried me throughout the Elite Four. Like, Hariyama, Marshtomp, and Rayquaza just... Marshtomp? Swampert. Just carried me throughout the Elite Four in Pokemon Emerald for the first time. And when it came to... I think Sableye was there too? But like, when it came to like playing Sapphire afterwards, like, I still wasn't really good with like leveling and distributing EXP with Pokemon, so I still ended up caught Hariyama, and he was still doing just as good as he was during Emerald. And like, he took out Steven's Metagross for me, which is probably an insane matchup, especially since he was like level 45, I want to say. Like, back then I thought level 40 was the perfect level to enter the Elite Four in. I know now, older, that no, that's very not, and I'm somehow very lucky to just beat the Pokemon League with such low levels and just all attacking moves. Like, that's just how I was back then. And Hariyama, probably because he's so bulky, was just such a good carry for me when Gen 3. And I transferred him over to my Pokemon Platinum version, Pal Park, and he took out like the Battle Tower and Battle Arcade, and which is kind of like, it took many tries because, you know, as a kid I don't know anything about EV trading, breeding, IVs, all that stuff. And when I used them in the Battle Tower, and like the Battle Arcade, he 8 hits and took out Pokemon. Like, as a kid, like, that's awesome. Like, this guy is so strong, you know? So, but like, I realize now, older, like, he's not, like, I can't use him for everything, but I'm still gonna love him and use him as much as I can. Being a Hariyama enjoyer, Iron Hands is just fan service to me, and I love that. Like, lucky me that he's like the go-to raid Pokemon. Like, I know he's not good in every raid. Like, I'm well aware of what raids I can bring him in and what if I shouldn't bring him in. But also, he's good competitively too. It just, like I said, I get lucky to my favorites because they just pop off most of the time. You know, like Greninja, Hariyama, all favorites. Like, there's, like, that's why this video is just me talking, no script, because it's hard to talk about your favorites if you already have it planned out and scripted and then acted, I guess. Like, you can't really give off the same passion talking about them if it was scripted. Like, you probably could. Like, I'm pretty novice, you know, just started. So that's why I'm like, you know what, let's just make this video of me talking generally. And what better than, like, some of my favorite Pokemon, because I really like Pokemon. And some of these Pokemon, like I mentioned, Exeggutor, Greninja, Hariyama, even the Kanto starters from time to time are just genuine favorites. Like, I just got so, most of these are just like memories. Like, if I see these Pokemon, I think happy thoughts. They just get the happy chemicals going. And, you know, it's just like, it's just easier to give off like what I like about them without any type of like paper in my face saying the deepness of Exeggutor is very philosophical, but that's probably not close. But like, it's just, I don't know, I like these Pokemon, I just do. Like, and they're all varied too. I like that I have somewhat of a variation in my favorites. Like, I have a cute little abomination of time itself, a frog ninja, and a silly goofy tree man. Like, and a big guy, a big man. Like, they're just favorites, and, you know, like, I just want to, I don't know, I just felt like making a video talking about some of my favorites. And like, I don't know, just felt like sharing it. So, and I also like want to hear like your guys' favorite as well. Like, what are some of your favorite Pokemon? Like, what memories do you have about it? Like, that's, I like to hear that stuff. Like, it's it's heartwarming, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. This is probably like the only unscripted video. Well, might not be. I probably will make a lot of scripted videos, but this is just like a quick Weeball type video, you know. I'm gonna have other videos on their way coming. Depending when this comes out, I'll also be live streaming a Pokemon Nuzlocke where Reddit punished me for losing a Pokemon. That's gonna be live streaming on my Twitch. You can find that in the description channel if you want to check it out. Be my guest. I would enjoy it. But like, you can't make it, it's okay. Like, I'll be posting the VODs, and when the run's complete, there's gonna be like an actual formatted video, the entire thing. But yeah, no, I appreciate you watching and checking me out and just hearing me out and commenting your Pokemon stories, you know. Appreciate that, and I hope you have a great day.